Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Crashed immediately. Welcome back to Oakfield Farm, where today I feel like it's a good day to do some hay. Sorry there wasn't a stream yesterday. Without going into a whole lot of detail, I was caught up doing some housework and there was some other stuff going on at the same time, and it all kind of resulted in me not getting to my PC until 5:45, at which point I'd have needed like 10-15 minutes to set up, and it would have been basically 6 o'clock by the time I'd started streaming, and it just all went really badly yesterday. It wasn't a good day, so I do apologize. I will be streaming today, and it will be farm sim. I'll be streaming some Oakfield today. My internet should behave. And for those of you interested in flight sim, I'm gonna just shuffle the schedule a small bit and maybe give you guys a treat. I'm not sure, but the current plan, which is subject to change, is that the World Tour streams for this week will be moved to Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So 3 this week. That's kind of a trial. If it does well, I might just make the World Tour a weekend thing. And have it Saturday and Sunday and do some farm sim on Monday or something. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't finalized anything. I'm just kind of going by the seat of my pants here and figuring it out as I go. But with 3 big legs ahead of us on the tour, on the World Tour in X-Plane, it is a very good idea to get them kind of done in fairly quick succession. Like we're heading to Malta in the very, very next stream. The very next flight is going to be to Malta, and then down to Tripoli in Libya, which technically isn't an airport that exists at the moment due to everything going on in Libya. And from Libya then we'll be hopping into a jet because we've got 2,500 kilometers to cover, and as interesting as it would be to do it in a turboprop or something, I think it's best that it's done in a jet. The Challenger 300 has the range to do it, and I haven't used that on the tour yet, so we'll be using that. The next 2 legs I think will be new planes as well. We got 2 new planes, actually technically 3 new planes today, or yesterday I should say. One of the stores had a sale, so I made a couple of purchases, and hopefully that's not going to screw me when it comes to trying to get the 2070 as I'm planning at the end of next month. But you know, I'm making good. I'm getting stuff as cheaply as I can at the moment. If I'm short €20, I can borrow €20. It will not be the end of the world, so I will be able to get the 2070 next month. Almost guaranteed. But today we're making some hay, and the reason we're doing it isn't because it's grass work and that's my go-to when I can't figure out something else to do and I don't want to do another harvesting episode straight away. No, there's actually a reason. It's because we actually need more hay. So what I'm going to be doing today is mowing this field, then immediately going over to field 9. They're both going to be turned into hay bales, and hopefully that'll be enough. It should be enough to satisfy demands from both the cows and the sheep. I'm still considering getting rid of some of the sheep, I'll be honest, because yeah, that is a very large number of sheep we have, and they're producing hideous amounts of wool. Although the second option is, of course, why not just get a forklift to deal with the wool? And that is distinctly an option. Another minor update, I do have the horse DLC installed, the horse pack. Not going to be using it today, and possibly not tomorrow. I will probably cheat it on tomorrow. Oh, actually, never mind me saying tomorrow. No, yeah, I'll get to that in a second. I possibly will cheat it on tomorrow because I feel like it's got a better fit than the equipment I'm currently using. And going back to my comment about disregarding tomorrow, I've kind of made a decision that videos are going to be weekdays only. Because, and there is a very simple reason behind this. If you look at the time, it's just after 10 o'clock, and I'm basically only sat down for the first time to really get something done today. Because I've just been doing a lot off camera, and well, I say off camera, AFK. I've just been AFK most of the day, and this is the first time I've really been able to sit down and do something, and to get this video ready, it'll be probably midnight to 1 o'clock before that's ready, and at that point I'm not really in the mood to play any games. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be just cutting videos on the weekends entirely, just so that I get some chill time at the weekend. So you can use the weekend free time if you want to watch stuff from me, to watch some streams that you missed, or maybe you missed a few videos, or maybe you want to go look at an old playlist or an old series that I've done. You can do that instead. But in terms of like videos being a regular thing on the weekends, don't expect that. Just so that I can give myself some free time. I've been enjoying the free time I've had, and I'm kind of because of my sleeping pattern, it's not the greatest to be like doing all the around the house stuff and then streaming and then recording, and then suddenly it's like 2 in the morning and I've got nothing to do, or I've got no inclination to play other games. So and by other games I mean probably X-Plane or Assassin's Creed Unity. So it's just a chance to give me a chance to play some more games for myself and chill out and not be a ball of stress all the time. So I apologize, but I don't at the same time. Sorry, not sorry. Because I'm putting myself first with that decision, instead of putting the channel first. It also gives me time to work on other projects, which I know that I've said, oh, I've got so many plans for the channel. I've dumped most of them at this point. The scripted videos idea just turned into me scripting rants, which was a terrible idea. But I do plan on having another project on the go fairly soon that I want to put a lot of time and effort into. That will be not on this channel, actually. And I'm probably not gonna promote it all that much. Just because that's how I launched this channel, is I didn't promote it at all. And I always kind of laugh when... real talk here. I always laugh when people ask me, oh, how do you get so big on YouTube? I have no idea. I made a few videos with Simulate, and the channel kind of took off because people were enjoying my sense of humor at the time, and seemingly through me being uber stressed at various things going on and forgetting to take some stuff that I really should be taking, non-medical, I should add. I was talking to Silver last night, who, by the way, was announced as the third commentator for the Farming Simulator League. So congrats to him. Hope he gets on well with it. And he reminded me that I advised him to use fish oil tablets to deal with anxiety and stress. I've not been doing that myself, so I need to find my fish oil tablets, or potentially like run downtown and get some fish oil tablets, some omega-3 and omega-5, because they really, really help me. It's a natural solution, natural fats to a basically most of the issues that I tend to have, so I need to get back onto those and see how well they do me. Because the last time I was on them, I distinctly remember being a very happy chappy for well, not having as many issues as I do. I can't say I was happy all the time, but I was a bit more predictable, we'll say. Which I know half of you guys watch me for the unpredictability, which, when I say I'm a bit more predictable, I mean mentally. I can go to bed on a Tuesday and know that when I wake up Wednesday I'll feel probably much the same. And be in a relatively good mood. As I pretty much said it in the last channel update I did, that I'm trying to phrase this nicely. I've got some issues that occasionally surface that make me not very good, and they've been kind of surfacing recently, and I've been trying to keep them off the channel, and yeah, I need to deal with that kind of stuff as well. Which is part of the reason that I'm cutting videos on the weekends to play more games. It's because it gives me a chance to chill out. I should mention at this point that I'm looking out my window, because I never closed my blinds. And there is a lovely full moon. There's quite a lovely view. It's like right in between. I've got those horizontal Venetian blindy things, and it's quite a lovely view of the moon in between two of the slats. I also have a cup of tea that I made myself. Anyway, back to the video and all things. I say all things Farmstone. All things like channel related, because I guess I'm kind of hiding a channel update in the middle of this video for no good reason. Marwell is going to come to an end very soon. I can see that the interest in the map, not the challenge, is waning, so I will be over the next week or so bringing Marwell to a close. If you suggested a rule that wasn't suggested for that challenge, I do apologize, but that's the way YouTube rolls sometimes. I'm not entirely sure what I'll replace Marwell with. I'm hoping something really cool releases on... I'm going in the wrong direction entirely. I'm hoping something to fill the gap releases on the Mod Hub while I'm sunsetting Marwell. Because as of right now I have no plans other than to spam Oakfield, which I also don't want to do. And for those of you... Just to cover this before I get angry comments at saying, Dave, you've mentioned about everything but roleplay. Roleplay. Still haven't found a map that screams to me, because, like, for me to play a map on the channel and do something with it, it needs to talk to me and tell me what, you know, what it wants me to do. For roleplay, that's the sheep field. I was wondering, hey, there's a giant grass field there with nothing in it, and then I just look again. No, it's got sheep in it, Dave. It's got quite a lot of sheep in it. For me to do roleplay on a map, it really needs to, like, screech at me for weeks. Or immediately screech at me, I should say. Because I need to have... I guess a story in mind that I want to tell with the roleplay, and as of right now, there's no maps that I can really tell a story on. Barring Oakfield, but I want to play that more than the roleplay would allow. I want to play that like every second day on the channel, not like once a week. But the roleplay will have the characters, Quentin, Sergey. They might change slightly and their voices might change because I genuinely can't remember how I did some of the voices. The American character has been kiboshed because it was terrible. But Quentin and Sergey will return. and I'll make sure and do something with them. I promise. It's just gonna take me finding the right map to do it, because nothing since Ventama, nothing's really kind of given me 1,000,001 ideas like that map did. There's been some maps that like gave me a few, but I don't know, there was something about Ventama that if I could tell you guys what it was, then I would tell every mapper to do that with every map, because it just kind of it kind of opened my mind in a weird way that created Quentin and Sergey and all the ridiculous hijinks they got up to. I've not found about this in that since, which kind of sucks in a way. There's been some great maps. Don't get me wrong, every map I've played for a prolonged time I think is great. It's been one or two that I thought were great initially, then I just kind of, for one reason or another, tired of them, or they stopped speaking to me in the right way and stuff like that. And one or two that I really enjoyed, I'm thinking of Air Ireland here, really like it, but it's too big to do anything with. Is it though? I'm gonna hold that thought. I'm gonna hold that thought, because This is an interesting path you're taking, brain. Where is it bringing me? I know that I'm not saying much at the moment, but I've just had a weird train of thought that's bringing things in an odd direction, but I'm kind of liking where my thoughts have gone. May have to have some conversations. Because that is a strange but wonderful thought indeed. Anyway, that is the mowing done. After the prolonged period of Dave thinking something through and potentially coming up with a really weird idea that might work. That's the mowing done. Let's get some tedding on the go. We won't quite get it done today, I don't think. In fact, I'm fairly sure, because I'm just looking at the time signature in OBS and we're about 18 minutes in. Coming up on 19 minutes in, so we're probably not going to get it all done today, but it's work that needs to get sorted, mainly so the cows can get fed and produce lots and lots of milk, which will produce lots and lots of money, which, yeah, I like money. Money's good. Yeah, thanks to Paul who pointed out that bale down there that I genuinely had no idea was down there. During one of the previous episodes. I don't know how he saw it roll off, but he did. And when I saw the comment, I was very confused until I looked again. It came back onto the map and looked where he said to look, and hey, look, there's a bale where there shouldn't be one. How did that bale manage to escape without me noticing? I will never know. In any case, we'll get Field 9 done. Of this, I'm sure. We'll get this field tedded because it's small. Small boy ted fast. I'm looking forward to seasons for the multi-stage tedding and stuff. Like, that's going to be nice and also painful, because I'm fairly sure that if it rains in the middle of it, it's going to ruin your crop of hay. So that's possibly something realisms need to be aware of. Is like if you've got a rainy geo, you will never have hay. Well, I guess players to a certain extent. If you got a rainy geo with the seasons the way that it sounds like it's going, you might never have hay on your map because you'll get to nearly having hay, and then it'll rain and destroy everything on you. Unless, of course, you can do like multiple passes up, one after the other, which doesn't make much sense. I'm sure they've come up with how it's going to work. I'm just talking as a complete, like, know nothing about this kind of person who's like, this actually, the more I think about it, is a bad idea, but I'm sure that the Realismus guys, the Seasons guys, are a lot smarter than me and probably know what they're doing, considering they're the guy, they're Realismus. They're the guys that came up with Seasons in the first place. So hopefully my fears are unfounded. Hopefully Seasons is as good, and this is a legitimate hope. Hopefully Seasons is as good as I want it to be, because I'm really looking forward to Seasons, and I'm like, I want to do a role play sometime soon if I can find the right map. But at the same time, I want to hold off until Seasons is out, because that would just elevate the role play and allow me to do a bit more with it. Incorporating Seasons and whatnot, and that would be so cool. And I don't know when Seasons is coming out. I check the mod hub almost daily to see if Seasons is out. And the other mods are nice too. The other mods that come out are nice too, like the Horse Pack, which I think everybody's been looking forward to the sprayer from that, which is back now. And the Seed Tender, which was my main thing, that's back. But like I want Seasons. That's with all the cool mods that are coming out and all the cool maps and all the stuff that I would like to have in game. Seasons is the only one that I'm like, yeah, this is kind of needed to make the game really interesting and take things to the absolute next level. Because right now a lot of it is kind of feeling samey to me. It's kind of all merging into one, and I can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember what I've done on one map and not on the other at points. Because while I'm using different equipment on different maps, I can plant whatever I want whenever I want. There's no needing to worry about doing silage at X time of year or hay at Y time of year, or what'll I do for the winter because I'm running low on bales. Oh no, never mind, there's no winter, so I'll just seed a field of oats because that's what the best straw comes out of. Or we're running low on hay, let's just mow a couple of fields. Seasons just gives me things to think about, and I kind of like that. I think, who was I talking to about this a while? I was talking to one of the Seasons guys a while back about this. Was the... I've forgotten the name... Soil Mod. Where that was similar to Seasons and that it made you think about a lot of stuff, but it was different in that the stuff that it made you think about was, what do I need to spray this in this hour? How many more sprays do I need to throw down onto the field? It was a very different style, where Seasons makes you think about the big picture. Soil Mod just made you think about, how is the soil looking, please? Is this the right herbicide and the right fertilizer and the right everything for this one specific crop? Yes, it is. Good, let's mix it all up and get it on the fields. And it was fun in FS, was it 13 Soil Mod came out, or was it 15? Whichever one Soil Mod came out in, that was fun. I enjoyed it. I don't think it's something that'll fit the game now, though. The way that I play now, I don't think fits Soil Mod. I think it fits it fits seasons a bit more, because I like having kind of a regimen of well, we seed this time, and then we go and we fertilize at this time, and then we do some grass work, and then we maybe fertilize again, and then we do a bit more grass work, and then we do some harvesting and some grass work. And in seasons, the amount of grass work was really justified because it was difficult. Which, in the base game, you'll notice that once I've got Field 3 here and Field 9 baled up, I'm probably not going to do grass work for a while because I'll have enough hay and enough silage. Yeah, I won't do grass work when I don't need to. There's the seasons, there's kind of an incentive to do grass work all the time because the bales very slowly, I think they slowly degraded. I might be mixing it up with another mod. But yeah, you have to be careful about the bales and restore them, and on this map I'm just storing them out in the open because there's no punishment for doing so. In seasons, yeah, you have to be careful. And it made you want to play a lot more realistically. I can just play how I want and drive. You know, if the machinery would allow me, I'd do this at 30 miles an hour, 50 Ks. 20 is a much better speed, but 20 Ks is still a much more realistic speed. It's possibly still a bit fast, but I almost feel like it's slow the way the base game works. With seasons, yeah, no, it's much better. I don't know why I've gone on a seasons rant, but I have. I think before I go off on any other weird tangents for today, I will end the episode here. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be back on Monday with some crowdsourced challenge. And I'll be back this evening with some more streaming goodness. I do plan on streaming this evening if all goes well. Yesterday, without going into any detail, there was a lot going on. And I was doing some housework, but that wasn't the whole story, and I'm not going to share the whole story. But until next time, stay safe, and goodbye.